Welcome to the Cloud-Based Systems PC-based XY plotter automated test video. In this video we'll show you how you create tests and edit tests, and also how you use tests to test your product against a mask. A lot of applications require automated testing of your device, and we'll show you how to do that simply and easily using this software. So what I'll do first of all is show you a test that's already been written. So I'll click on test. And what it now does, it pops up a dialog box that says please make sure both inputs are connected, and you can customize the text on here to give the operator some information before the test starts. So just click on OK, and what I can now do is click on the pen down button, and it's now collecting data. It's plotting two sine waves, one against the other, and you can see here that it's within the limits that we've set, and it'll continue to run here. And in this case it's a pass test. So I'll click on the pen up button, and you'll notice also that within the test we can do things like change the scaling, we can change the titles on here, so displacement in millimeters versus displacement in millimeters, and it's very simple to edit the test. So I go to my tools menu and I'll say edit test, and we're going to have a look at the test that we've just run. So I just basically put in a password to stop other people editing the test that aren't allowed to do so. And we're going to change an XY test here. So I'll just locate the test itself. So we're going to XY test types, and we were looking at test. And so you see here that the actuator, the test name rather, is actuator test, and we can change that if we wanted to. The file name that we save away is test.csv, and we can have a model 1000 here as our title. And so if we wanted to change that and say model 2000, we can do that. It's an X versus Y test. The Y channel name is displacement, and the scaling is set up here in millimeters. The X channel is displacement, again set up with the units in millimeters. And the program load instructions are displayed in here. So this is the text that came up when we put the pop-up button window when we ran the test. And you can have pass-fail indication on and overlay on as well. If you don't want a pop-up instruction, you basically have nothing in this window, and it will then disregard this particular function. So in setting the limits, they're set as pairs of limits. So there's a help function on here as well. So if I just click on the help, the limits definition defines each point along the upper and lower limit lines in the format of XY pairs of values or input-output pairs. These values are in scaled units, not volts. So whatever you set up as your scaled units up in this section here, these are the values you'll be seeing. So once the system is set up and you've got scaled numbers, then you just basically put your upper and lower limits as two sections in here. You can have multiple sets of lower and upper limits, so you can have very complex masks if you're doing sort of hysteresis type of analysis, but you can set those up however you like. So if I now save this test, if you remember I've changed the subtitle to Model 2000, I can overwrite the existing test. So if I go back now and go to my test function, again it pops up, I didn't change that, but you'll see on the label here now it says actuated test model 2000. So that's how you can create and modify tests, and you can just select the test you want. So if I select the test fail test, click on OK and run this, you'll see that as we run it, it goes outside of those limits, and it will mention in the results that the software has actually failed this test, the device has failed the test, and that will be saved along with the CSV file of your raw data and also the information you provided in the window on the right hand side. So thanks for watching the video. Hope you found it useful, and thanks very much for your time. Thank you.